Most everyone else.
Hey guys, before the video actually begins, I just want to say that up on my TikTok, there is a 60 me explaining this video in 60 seconds or less. So if you want to just, know what happened real quick, head over to my TikTok. The link will be in the description to my TikTok. Also, I've been posting every day and trying to post as much as I can for you guys. So if you can give me a follow, I would appreciate it, and you can see clips of videos and of stuff before it fully comes out. Hello guys, Anime Ninja here. So today you might be thinking kind of weird to make a video. Mainly I'm making this video because something kind of, say weird and kind of bad, but overall just weird happened, and that's why I'm making this video today. So basically I have some screenshots to show you guys later on. I'm actually going to show you as the video's going on. Kind of forgot to mention that, so yeah. But basically, what happened was I don't know when this video will come out, but a few days ago from me recording this on the 2nd, I want to say it was like the 28th or something like that. Me, Aaron, Gage, Bashi, we're all just chilling in VC. Nothing too important. Batty joined, but wasn't really talking too much because she doesn't have internet. Then what happened was Bashi mentioned something about how his grandma was dead. Kind of just out of nowhere. And Batty mentioned how she also had a big grandma, and that was that. Nothing wrong. They both, day passed, whatever. When a few days passed, and here we are today on the 2nd of August, and I'm sleeping in. Worked yesterday, thinking, damn, I worked like 6-7 hours yesterday. Can I, get some sleep? Just relax, be lazy. With everything that's been happening recently in life, not meaning like the grind on YouTube and TikTok, or on TikTok and stuff, and making stuff like that. Mainly just more so like the update video and stuff like that. So I was just sitting there and I get a call. I answer because I'm like, sure, what's up? It's Batty calling, saying that Bashi added her as a friend on Discord, and then was demanding her to apologize to him for making fun of his dead grandma, even though she didn't make fun of his dead grandma. All she was talking about her dead grandma, and then he tried to demand her to say sorry. And Bashi and her don't get along a whole lot. Never really did. They both were little shits to each other. Bashi is annoying to some people. Like Aaron says he's annoying. Gage says he is, and he kind of is sometimes. And Batty is also annoying sometimes, and according to Aaron and everyone else, often. So they're two very annoying people, so they're going to be annoying to each other and annoyed. So they've always kind of like hated each other, sort of, not wanting to talk to each other. Bashi saying that all she does is rage bait him, even though he also does the exact same shit to her. So you can't even like try to make it like oh well, if he just did it, it makes sense for Batty to do it, or if Batty just did it, it makes sense. But they both do it, and it's not like Batty starts it all the time. Like Batty will start it some days, other days Bashi's just chilling, or Batty's chilling with us, and then Bashi comes in and it's like, oh, you're a fat ass. Ugh. Just out of nowhere. So they both started, and so I get a call saying, hey, blah blah blah, me and Bashi are like, honestly, if you did go into that, I would be bad for you. Arguing because he added me, he wanted me to say sorry. I then started to make fun of his dead grandma, which I was like, okay, well, that's not okay. At the same time, it's not like I can't control people. So she then said, oh, we're also typing in the Gooners Discord thing, and that's where I was like, are we fucking serious? So, little insight on it. I do have a Gooners chat in my Discord server because Aaron, Bashi, Batty, Gage, and a bunch of other people that I'm not going to name because, I don't know if they want what they've said and done to be out there. But I'm outing these people because Aaron's my best friend, Gage is a good friend, Batty's a good friend, and Bashi was a good friend. But basically, I made one just because I did not want to open up my Discord and then just get hit with, you know, naked women and stuff. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll make a Gooners tab so that they can send their stuff. Because all of them were sending it just throughout like a few days. And I did not. I was like, fucking knock it off. So instead of just making it to where they can't do it, just made a server for it. Then I made one for links and then one for clips as well. Just tidy it up. The reason I mention that is it will become important later on. So I get on Discord, get on my computer, and get up. I'm like, well, this is lovely. So I join Discord. I then give Bashi his block player thing, and also Bashi invited 2 of his cousins. One of them being his like best friend and he plays with all the time, CJ. Don't know about the other one. Aaron said that it could be Malachi, which honestly makes me disgusted that my name and his name, we have the same name, because he was very unintelligent. We'll get more into that in a second.
Sorry you came here yet.
But, you know, I didn't really care he invited them, but they were typing in the Gooners thing. So I gave them all the NPC username, or role I guess, so that they could see the quest board so that they can type. And then I, you know, at everybody, if you type in the Gooner thing, you're going to get banned or something like that. I don't remember. I can look back at it and put the screenshot up now. But that's what I did. And then they were like, oh, how do we blah, blah, blah. How do we see this? And I was like, you need a role. They're like, how do we get the role? And I'm like, I give it to you when I get on. Which I did. That was legit the first thing I did. Because guess what? I was just like, okay, well, get them the role so that they can stop putting shit in here. Because I didn't make this for anyone to be in. It was for certain things so that I didn't have to see all of it just throughout. So I did. So I told him that, and then Bashi was just like, because Batty started making fun of his grandma, his dead grandma, which I was like, that's fucked up, but I can't, it's not like I can fucking control her. She wants to do it, she can do it. Same with Bashi, like there's stuff Bashi does that I generally do not like. But if that's the type of person he is, then that's the type of person he is. I like the rest of him. You know, I like him, I like hanging out with him, I like the game with him and everything else. But I don't like, you know, when he does this and this. It's like, I like hanging out with Batty, I like playing games with her too. But I don't like it because she's super, I wouldn't say rude, but she definitely is ruder than a lot of people. But it's just like, I can't stop them. I can ban them from the server, but I'm not gonna, like, I can ban them from the server, but all that does is not, it just makes a way that we cannot talk and cannot hang out. And if Bashi wanted me to stop being friends with her because she made fun of his dead grandma, then me and Bashi shouldn't have been friends forever ago, because he's also made fun of Mexicans, dyslexic people, and a whole bunch of other people, even special ed people he's made fun of too before in the past. But I was like, you know what, it's not, it's a big deal, it's kind of fucked up, but when he's not making fun of these people, he's a fun person to hang out and be around. So, you know, I'll be around. I'll just make sure that if I'm making videos, I'll leave that stuff out, because I don't like that. And if I am hanging out with people who are, you know, special ed and stuff like that, I will make sure that I'm not hanging out with Bashi as well, so that he can't make fun of them. Same way I don't hang out with, you know, Aaron around Indian people and Batty around, you know, straight people and just stuff like that. So then I deleted all the stuff out of the Gooners things, because that's not what's supposed to go in there. There's not supposed to be conversations. Then the conversation starts in the main Discord channel, the quest board, like the typing one I have. So have that, it's going on there. And to summarize it up, I'll throw the screenshots up after this, or at some point, not too sure. But basically, they were just repeating the same shit. Bashi made it out to where I was trying to take Batty's side, when I was just saying that I can't, you know,
Good find.
she
That's gotta be the
didn't
handbrake.
start talking
Trust
shit
the
about his dead grandma. She was talking about her own grandma. He then got his feelings hurt by what she said about her grandma, her own grandma, so he can't get mad. Yeah, she then did start talking shit about his dead grandma, but it's when you get accused of doing something, you're gonna start doing it, especially when you're a shithead and a brat, like she is. Just like Bashy is too. So, yeah, I wasn't trying to say what she did was okay. Like, that was not at all. But Bashy just kept on saying, oh, you're taking her side, you're taking her side, you're taking her side, which is actively nothing I said. And I was typing this all out as I was deleting messages, so a lot of the stuff I kind of wasn't looking at because I was attempting to delete the messages to clear up the channels for everyone else. Then they started with trying to, it was kind of sad. He had his cousin, both his cousins and him, all trying to talk shit against me. Basically just, it was so retarded because they were just repeating the same things. Basically trying to say that I didn't understand how fucked up it was, and it was fucked up of me to take Batty's side about it when they were talking about, when Batty was talking shit about their dead grandma, which wasn't the case at all, wasn't even close to what was happening or was going on. And they just kept on repeating it like it was just given facts that that's what happened, which it wasn't. I was actively trying to tell them that that is not what's happening when Batty made fun of her, didn't make fun of, Bashy was talking about her, or Batty, too many B's around here. Batty was talking about her dead grandma. Bashy got upset and took that personal, then went and tried to demand Batty to apologize when Batty had no reason to. She then decided to be a little shit, which is not okay, but technically I can't fully blame her because I would do that. If someone walked up to me and said, hey, you said, you know, you were talking about how your grandma died because of, you know, diabetes. That's fucked up. You think my grandma died because she's fat? It's like, no, I never said that, and that's not what I said. And if somebody started talking to me like that, I would immediately start talking shit about their dead grandma. Like, yeah, your grandma died because she was fat. Fuck you, dude. Because it's fucked up to try to demand an apology from somebody when they're not talking about your dead grandma or anything. Is it the right thing to do? No, but at the same time, a lot of people do it. I would do it. That's why I was like, I can't really be mad at her. Like, because if Bashy messaged me being like, hey, you gonna apologize for making fun of my dead grandma? When I wasn't, I wasn't making fun of her, but I mean, shit, I can start now. That's what I would say. And then he would say something stupid like, oh, yeah, you think it's funny to make fun of them? And then I would be a complete asshole. Because you're coming at me trying to make it out like I'm the bad guy and I did something wrong, when that is just factually inaccurate. So I couldn't blame Batty completely. She fucked up. Yeah, that was fucked up and messed up. And I'm going to tell her that it was messed up for her to do, to say, and everything. But I can't blame her fully because it wasn't just her. Bashy shouldn't have, like, added her and trying to demand for fucking her to give him, like, an apology and stuff. Then at the same time, Bashy shouldn't have added his cousins to the thing to try to talk shit against one person, which honestly is kind of sad that Bashy needed to add his two cousins to try to talk shit to Batty. But this is also the same guy that said, and I quote, your brain is as smooth as sandpaper. But you know, that's that. So that's mainly what happened. Then Gage was also there, and Gage was trying to say stuff because apparently I didn't know this because I wasn't really paying attention. I was trying to get rid of stuff from incorrect voice channels and stuff. But apparently Aaron's name was mentioned by Bashy or Bashy's cousins. I'm not too sure. But one of the, like, they mentioned him. So Gage was like, hey, no, that's not okay. That's fucked up, blah, blah, blah. You know, just like just defending his friend, you know. Same thing I would do, too. They also then both decided, they also all started to jump Gage too, trying to talk shit against him, which is even sadder that it takes three people to talk shit against one person, and then it takes three people to talk shit against another person. Because when I got on to, like, you know, handle stuff, Batty got off, I guess, or she was just not there. I don't know. But she wasn't a part of anything that did happen after I got up. So it's just me and Gage. So I finished what I was doing, and then I was trying to get through to CJ, Bashi's other cousin, and Bashi, that I can't really fully blame Batty when she didn't do nothing wrong at first. Yeah, she then did something wrong, and that's fucked up. But at first, she didn't do anything wrong. She was talking about herself, her grandma, and her personally. Can't really be like, oh, that's fucked up. Don't do that. So I was trying to get them that, yes, what Batty did was messed up. It was messed up and it's still messed up. Am I going to tell her how fucked up it was? Yeah. But I can't be fully mad at her or irritated at her or anything like that, considering Bashi showed up, tried demanding an apology for no reason, and then after that tried to then invited two of his cousins to join him in talking shit to her, calling her fat and stuff, and everything like that, and then trying to make a huge deal and then acting like I was on her team, on her side. It was just like, I can't. What she did was fucked up. It's unacceptable, and I'm absolutely gonna talk to her about it. But at the same time, I can't be like, oh, it's all your fault. Because she was, at first, she didn't do nothing wrong. Did she? Yeah, but at first, she didn't. And I was trying to get that through CJ, Bashi, and Bashi's other cousin, whatever his name is, through their skull that, hey, guess what? Yes, what she did was fucked up, but she did not start it, so I can't fully blame her. And then they were trying to say that it doesn't matter if Bashi started it or not, it's fucked up. And I was agreeing with them, like, yeah, I agree, it is messed up, but still, can't be fully like, oh, bad on you, because, you know, she didn't technically start it. Was it fucked up? Yes, but at the same time, can't really be mad at her with how Bashi came out at her, you know. So it's a lot of at this time it was just a lot of bickering back and forth with CJ, Bashi, and Bashi's other cousin, trying to just say that it's fucked up that I'm taking her side when I've known Bashi longer, which is true, but at the same time it's also wrong of them too, because I was not taking Batty's side. I was just saying that I can't fully blame Batty but they also were starting shit too. I can't like fully do that. But they really did not understand any part of that. So I tried to explain it to them 300, 400, 500 times, and they kept on just going back to the, oh, it's fucked up that you're taking her side. Oh, it's fucked up you're taking her side. It's not funny to make fun of dead people. Oh, it's disrespectful. And then trying, and a bunch of things. And I just kept going back to, yeah, I agree with them, but at the same time, I ain't gonna just say it's all her fault, because guess what? It wasn't her fault. But they were not very intelligent people, which I even said, and I quote, "It's a sad life when Aaron is smarter than you." Talking to all of them. And then another thing I just want to throw out here, they messaged back trying to, so Gage said, who are these people joining? And they were telling me that he doesn't know how to spell, when he spelled everything correctly. The only thing that was wrong was he said who, and you don't put who is not a correct sentence. But that's a grammar mistake, not a spelling mistake. Which was like the whole issue was it was a spelling mistake. And they tried to say this a few times, but it was just like, whatever. And then, you know, we just go back and forth, but it's just a casual case of Bashi got his feelings hurt by something completely opposite of what he thinks. He then thinks that he's in the right for whatever reason. Then on top of that, he invites his, he adds more people to try to help him, try to, argue against us, try to, have them talk shit towards us, but they don't know the full story. And then with that, they just think, oh, I'm going to type, I'm going to type slow and type everything correctly, and then make fun of people for typing incorrectly. And it was just, they were unintelligent, and then on top of that, they were trying to, it was just a huge back and forth of them trying to say that Gage doesn't know how to spell. Then they were trying to say that I am fucked up for taking Batty's side when I wasn't taking her side. And just a bunch of back and forth of just retarded and stupid shit. And it just kept going back and forth. And I thought it was funny because their CJ or whatever, or one of his cousins, kept on trying to mention that I'm 20. You're like, oh, you're 20 hanging out with a bunch of kids, which is a very inaccurate but accurate statement. Inaccurate because I am almost 20. He was saying I was, but I'm not 20. And on top of that, there's only 2 people who are that are like younger than me by a lot, and they're 2 friends that I've had for the last like 4 or 5 years, and their parents know about me too. So again, it's just one of those things that's like, it's not like, yeah, it's a good thing to say, but it doesn't work against me because they don't know. But again, when you just tell your friends, hey, I'm inviting you to the server, we're going to talk shit to this person because they're making fun of our dead grandma, and that's all you say to them, then, them being unintelligent and kind of, acting like they only know one part of a story makes sense, which is what was happening. Then I believe it was the other friend, but one of his other cousins tried to, was all like, oh, blah, 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 hey, it's fucked up to talk shit about dead people. And then Gage also, it was fun, like, Gage was coming back and he said, oh, get your race car ass out of here or something like that. And I was like, damn, he's just giving you a free way to say, at least I can race a car, broke bitch. Which he did, because I was like, it was the first thing that came to mind, Pokemon, if you're broke, just say so, type shit. So he said that, and then he was like, it's a new low to make fun of broke people, which I thought was retarded, because making fun of broke people has been a thing for like the last 20 plus years, if not longer. And it's like one of those things that's just like, it doesn't make sense because they're unintelligent. So they're not thinking, they're just saying whatever, they're just talking, they're just saying shit. Then he was like, oh, go back and go to your Gooning server and jerk off or something like that. Which is funny, and I'll have a photo of the Gooning server thing, because most of the photos are the exact same as the ones that are like, that I'm going to put up. And honestly, if you do jerk off to that stuff, does that mean you get hard when you see a woman? Because like, that stuff, like, is not, I would not, like, personally, I would not jerk off to that stuff, because it's basic, just like fan service and like anime and stuff. Like, I've seen worse in fan service animes than what is being sent there. So it's just, again, it was just one of those things of, they're not thinking, they're unintelligent, they can't think because they only know one part, and that one part is not enough for them to actually use it to know what's happening. It's just same old, just not knowing, but acting like you know everything. But yeah, that's why I'm making this video. I know you're thinking, oh wow, it's, Sunday or whatever day I post this. Anime Ninja usually doesn't make videos, and then, you'll be like, oh, this is a weird video. Just wanted to throw that out there because, because of this, I'm not going to hang out with Bashi. I'm not going to hang out with Batty for a good bit because of what she did. It was absolutely fucked up and unacceptable. But at the same time, I can't be like, oh, you're a piece of shit, because she didn't start it. It doesn't matter that she didn't start it, it's still fucked up, yes, but at the same time, if somebody walked up to you demanding you to apologize for something you did nothing like close to wrong, are you really gonna sit there and let them do it? You know, like it doesn't make sense. But again, they weren't thinking of that. They were just thinking, because all Vashti said was, oh, they're talking shit about our grandma, which wasn't the full case. Batty was, but no one else was. Me and Gager did not mention their grandma once. Besides when I was talking about how Batty was talking about her grandma, Vashti then got his feelings hurt and upset, acted like it was personal, and then she started talking shit about his grandma. That's the only time I mentioned their grandma at all. And it was funny because before one of his cousins left, before I kicked them, because I was like, you know what, you're just gonna continue to talk shit, and this shit's been going on for over an hour in this. I don't want to disturb, you know, Ant, Aaron, because he's at his brother's, and anyone else, and some other people in the server. I don't want to disrupt their days and stuff like that. You know, it's fucked up and not okay, personally, in my opinion. So I kicked them, and you know, before he left, he was like, yeah, it's a real low to talk shit about dead people and being poor, which I thought was funny, considering it was like, we did not mention their dead grandma once. We're not talking shit. It was one person who stopped the second I got on because she knew that I would yell at her for doing it. But again, there was nobody was talking for the last like hour of them being there. No one was making fun of their dead grandma. So again, just didn't make sense. But yeah, that's the main reason I'm making this video. Just a little bop of, you know, in case anyone's wondering, I know no one really liked Vashti a whole lot because the videos he was in were very just not good, because he's not very good at anything. He makes excuses, and he only wants to play one thing, and then when he does it, and then he doesn't want to play anything else. So very not fun. But in case anyone would ask, wonder, or anything like that, that's all. Just video to update you guys and let you know what is happening with me and my friends and stuff. And I really don't care if Vashti sees this. Honestly, I'm sure Aaron, even if I don't ask him, which I'm not going to, but I'm sure Aaron's going to send him the link of the video just to stir more shit in the pot. And I'm sure he'll comment being aggressive. I'm sure he'll make some bullshit up, because it's Vashti. He makes stuff up and he makes everything out like it's worse, so it can help him, and then when it doesn't help him, he then changes up the entire story. And on top of that, he just believes everything everyone says and acts like he's just very immature. I mean, he is young, so, you know, it makes sense, but at the same time, it's just like, it's not acceptable when you've been playing online games for as much as he has and he still acts the same way. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. Everyone has their reasons, everyone has anything and whatnot. Also, if Vashti does leave a comment on this, which don't really care if he does, and Vashti, if you're listening to this, which you won't because your attention span is shorter than a newborn child, I don't really care what you have to say. But basically, even if he does, I might make a comeback video just to do it. Tomorrow, depending on when this posts this video, there may be a TikTok of this video summarized. So if you don't want to watch this long part, I'll probably put that part. I'll probably say that at the beginning of the video though. But you go there, and if you did watch it all the way through, thank you very much for watching all the way through. That is amazing. I am extremely happy. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, you leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new or coming back, because, you know, making videos. I have an Ark video this week. Then I have a Dead by Daylight video. We've been playing that. It's been pretty fun. It does have Vashti in it, so, but that'll be the last video with Vashti ever in it, probably. But we don't know. And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Actually, let me know, how would you feel if somebody just was accusing you of something you didn't do? And how would you react? You know, maybe if we get enough comments, I'll make a second video and, you know, at Vashti, so he does see it. But, you know, never know. Anyways, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out and bye-bye. 24/7 on the same game. Now, you can't get past the first bar from Margaret Elden Ring. The only one you can get is Candy. Can you do something in the game? You're trying to go pro when you're getting carried in outclass. You got no finesse. finalize. You can't finalize on a single guy sending photos to any hoe that lets you know you're the one until another girl coming, bro. I'm a leader, I'm a pro, let's play, tell the truth, I'm not afraid. I'ma keep leveling up every day. I'm a leader, I'm a pro, let's play.